What's up, folks? It's your boy Rico the Plug. This is the Unpopular Opinion, little podcast on the side to talk about the things that's going on live and stuff like that, and give you my unpopular opinion on it. And we also would love for you to give us your unpopular opinion on it by, joining the broadcast. If you would like to come on live with me, just DM or hit the messenger, say go live, and I'll send you the link. But right now, I'm just gonna cruise through the surf the internet to see what's going on, man, because I just seen something real interesting online. Apparently, Tay Savage, who's a drill artist from Chicago, caught up with a creator by the name of Trap Lord Ross. Some of y'all might have heard of him. So he caught up with him, and things kind of went left a little bit. So let me share my screen with y'all so we can get to some things. But I really want to get into this Drake situation with his daughter, but I want to surf this. If you could share this live, man, so we can get some people in here. We're going to talk about that. Definitely, that's the topic of the day, the situation with Drake. But right now, let's just do some surfing, man. Let's do some pod. You know what I'm saying? We podding. If you would like to come on here live, man, just ask and we're going to put you in. You feel me? It's all about building this. This podcast is not just about me, it's about you too. That's why it's called The Unpopular Opinion. You get an opportunity to get on the screen and share your unpopular opinion about what we talking about too. So let me go here. All right. This is what we're going to talk about, but let me go here, man, because this is interesting. I just seen this was at the college. This is what I be saying about most of these podcasters that just do this shit for clicks and likes, and the way they try to get their viewership up by sharing a whole lot of drama that has nothing to do with them. They tend to get themselves in situations. What is the name of that? What is the name of this podcast, man? College Kids. Okay, it's spelled with a K. Okay, so on the College Kid page, shout out to them. They've been doing their thing for a while. This is the video.
Bro, like, I'm a fan, bro, at the end of the day. I'm a fan, like, I'm coming from a respectful place.
Fuck all that fan shit, bro. You doing shit to get us locked up, bro. This our life,
bro. Like, all this stuff.
Now, what about what fucked you up?
Bro, like, that stuff was already out there, right? Like, I'm just finding the information, bro, and just putting it together, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a fan, at the end of the day, bro. I'm a fan of your shit. Like, it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not disrespect.
I'm gonna stop that right there. The man said he a fan, right? So, as you know, this man made a documentary about King Von and Tay Savage, and basically what goes on in Chicago. And he named the video out, if I'm not mistaken, something about King Von being a serial killer. Now the man just said he's a fan. So my question is, are you a fan of the music or are you a fan of the lifestyle? Because if you're a fan of the music, then why aren't you promoting their music? Why are you promoting or instigating? That's what we call it in the streets. You might call it promoting or journalism, but that's called instigating in the streets. Why are you instigating what's going on between them and somebody they might have problems with? Why is that your main focus to do anything on? You see what I'm saying? And then these people, they don't live nowhere in the community, but he says he's a fan. So I wonder, do he listen to their music?
You're not promoting FOS like you said, bro. Don't say nothing about it. Keep us out your shit. If you're not promoting, don't talk about no fucking version, none of that weak ass shit.
I'm a fan.
But you're gonna be victim, bro. Don't do no shit like that, bro. Keep FOS out your shit. You're not promoting our song. Me, Boogie, G, and one other, bro. Don't put us in no shit.
DC, they went to run their pockets, right? Now, I know it was one of their folks that was videotaping. I don't feel like that was the right thing for them to do, so I'm not going to glorify that. But here's my understanding of the situation. The man said he's a fan of these young cats. And like I said, is he a fan of the music or is he a fan of the lifestyle? If he's not promoting their music, then he's not really a fan of their music. If he's a fan of the lifestyle, then them taking whatever he got on him, off of him, he should be excited about that firsthand experience that he's getting right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a fan of the lifestyle that you want to report on the lifestyle of them, what they doing in the streets, then these cats approaching you and confronting you and telling you to stop doing that because you are doing things that can get them locked up and killed, and you just keep saying you a fan, like you don't understand. As if you're saying, you know, I'm going to continue to do it because I'm a fan of. We all have the right to report whatever we want to report. Cool, true. But see, there's consequences for everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that these cats wanted to record it so they could record themselves doing the crime. I probably, in my mind, I feel like they know they're recording, so they just giving him a first-hand experience on the street shit. Since you like this shit so much, the nigga run in motherfucking pockets, bro. You offended us. You did something that was disrespectful to us, and this is what we do to people who disrespect us. So you getting the first-hand experience of the lifestyle that you're a fan of. Hey, this is why you YouTubers and you bloggers who are not from that culture, but choose to take that angle of wanting to report what's going on in the streets of Chicago when you live in Calabasas, somewhere in California. You got a rich family background. But see, this is where the exploitation come in. Because you have that, you have comfort to be in your house anywhere in the world. You want to report and create your empire off of the ills and the pains that's going on in the hood. If you're a fan of the lifestyle, go to Chicago, stay there for a month. Go to the trenches, stay there for a month. Anybody who's a fan of anything, when they get an opportunity to do that, they will do that. They will go there and do that. If you're a fan of Drake's and you want to go to his concert, you got the opportunity to go to his concert and meet him backstage, you're going to go do that. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, I remember just a couple weeks ago, another white boy who did he did some, I'm not going to say documentary, but he did like a video about this young dude in D.C. who had ops, and he was in the hood with him, and the young guy ended up getting unalived, and people were at his neck about that, and he was acting like, you know, shit, I'm so cool because I went to the hood to do it, you know what I'm saying, and which he did. He went to the hood to do it. Now, just a couple weeks ago, he went to the hood of Chicago to do the same thing, and while he was there, gunshots really rang out, and he got shot. I can't wait to hear what he feels like. He got his firsthand experience of that lifestyle that he is a fan of so much that you get to really, you know, it's like 3D. It's really right here. Come on, come to the hood. Of course, he pulled up to do a video because he just went viral because of what happened to the other dude. And while you over here shooting this video with these dudes, the shit gets shot up and you get hit. I want to know what that felt like to him. Like, I want to interview him about what that felt like. What did that feel like? You know what I'm saying? How do you move forward? Are you excited about going back? Do you really feel like it's worth it? Of course, you're going to continue to do it because now you feel like that's what made you quote unquote famous, but you're going to do it from a distance. You probably do it the academics way. In his basement at his house. Not going nowhere where he knows that it's a possibility that somebody that he's offended online may be there. This is what's going to end up happening to a lot of you bloggers who do this shit. You're going to put yourself at risk to one day get caught up for your actions. Now, I know y'all believe it's innocent. And of course, you have the freedom of press, the freedom of speech. Say and do whatever you want to do on these cameras, on these microphones. Do what you want to do, but just know that there's consequences for that shit. There's real consequences behind that. And when they catch up to you, don't be surprised that it happened to you. Like right now, this guy looks surprised, like, oh, well, I'm just a fan. He feels like the fan aspect gets him out of, it makes him null and void to what comes with disrespecting. Because that's what it is disrespect when you do shit like that. When you make a documentary about somebody that these folks love and say this guy is a serial killer, you don't have no real proof that any of that shit that they accuse Ron of doing, he done it. All you know is that people were saying that he did it. You don't have no proof. Because if the police had proof about that, he would have been in jail before he got unalived. But because you want to say you media and you doing journalism and you doing work, that's your job. You made it your job to be in these young men's business about what they got going on in the streets, like a police reporter. Because that's all it is for the cats in the streets. Like, if in the streets, if it ain't your business, it ain't your business. I don't even want to know. Don't tell me about nobody else's business. That's how they do it in the streets, so. If you want to put your nose in people's business, and then when this shit like this happens, let's watch it again for the people.
Bro, like, I'm a fan, bro. At the end of the day, I'm a fan. Like, I'm coming from a respectful place.
Fuck all that fan shit. You doing shit to get us locked up, but it's our life you playing with.
Bro, like, all this stuff.
Now what about what fucked you up?
Bro, like, that stuff is already out there, right? Like, I'm just finding the information, bro, and just putting it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a fan.
He said, now what if I would have fucked you up? And then he goes into, well, I'm just finding information. Well, you searching for that information. Why? Are you a police investigator? Because that's all you doing. That's all you doing. If you don't understand that, then shit, you really don't understand life. And that's one thing about these kids that's growing up in this internet day and age. Like, we got to understand that these kids know nothing else but this internet shit. Right now, TikTok is life. If it ain't on TikTok, it ain't happening. If it's on TikTok, it's happening, whether it's fake or not. These days, you don't know what to believe. But for a person like him to put out a documentary about King Von, and he sounds like he's from London or somewhere. Like, I'm not sure where he's from, but I'm sure he's not from O-Block. He's not from Chicago, Illinois. I could tell you that for sure. Because if he was from Chicago, Illinois, he wouldn't be doing that shit. Why you think it ain't no reporters in Chicago, Illinois? You don't see no white reporters in Chicago, Illinois reporting on that shit. I'm pretty sure some white bloggers in Chicago, Illinois that live there, that know what the fuck going on, for real, for real. You don't see them doing that shit, you know why? Because they know damn well keep their motherfucking nose out that shit. But these foreigners, they don't know, man. They looking at it like he say he a fan. He looking at it from abroad. And he's like, this life looks exciting to me. I want to study these guys. I want to be like, I wish I was these guys. Well, now you get a chance to be one of the guys. Run them motherfucking pockets, my nigga. Take this shit off.
Hey, bro, I'm a fan of your shit. Like, it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's no disrespect.
He said it's no disrespect. He don't understand that's disrespectful. Bro, I don't know you. Why the fuck is you talking about my business online? Especially in the way that you're doing it. Like, if you're going to do it in the reporter kind of way, then do it in the reporter kind of way to make it non-biased, you know what I'm saying, or non-implicatable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, we got to heavily use the word allegedly to everything that we talk about because it can't be non-implicatable. You can't be talking about, you know what I'm saying, suggesting that King Von is a serial killer. As if he don't have family out here that love him, as if he don't got kids that will grow up one day and see this shit and be like, damn, my dad was a serial killer. Like, who sanctioned you to do that? You took it upon yourself to do that. That's not your job. Your job is not to report what the fuck is going on in Chicago.
Don't say nothing about him. Keep us out your shit. If you're not promoting, don't talk about no fucking birds or none of that shit.
I'm a fan.
But you're gonna be victim, what I'm telling you, bro. Don't do no shit like that, bro. Keep FOS out your shit. You're not promoting our song. Me, Boogie, G, and one other, bro. Don't put us in no shit, bro.
For real, bro. I'm trying to push what you do, bro. I'm a fan. Bro, I'm a fan. Bro, I'm a fan.
Motherfucker told you stop doing this shit.
Now I know why Kendrick Lamar said he a fan, he a fan, he a fan. Cause man, he want to use the fan as an excuse for what the fuck he's doing. Fans get fucked up too, fam. Just letting you know that. Shit. In the streets, motherfuckers get fucked up, fam. You know, fuck who you is, bro. What you do. So you being a fan that don't exempt, you're not exempt from getting your ass whooped. You're not exempt from getting robbed. You're not exempt from getting a bullet to your motherfucking head for disrespecting people. It don't make a difference. But yeah, I wanted to touch on that because I just seen that, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that, though. That's kind of ill, man. You know, I wish that Tay didn't do what he just did, you know what I'm saying? Because that could lead to something else, you know what I'm saying? I know he just got out of jail, but this is another thing that we have to know. If we are out here and once people have their eyes on us, we have to know and understand that you got to move different. You can't do what you've been doing. There's consequences for that shit. If people are watching, you better take that and run with it the right way and learn how to make lemon out of lemonades instead of making it, you know what I'm saying, poison berries. Because, you know, telling the man to run his pockets on video, that's like a crime in process, bro. You know, and I hate that I had to show this, but I had to show this because of the simple fact this is my whole fight online for what I do. I don't really condone a lot of the shit that goes online when it comes to this people reporting on what goes on in hip hop and shit like that. So my unpopular opinion is that if you're not from there, if nobody sanctions you to do that, then I suggest that you don't do that, especially if it's not your lifestyle. Report on what your lifestyle is about. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man looks like a well-rounded young white dude from London or something. I'm sure that, you know, there's teas and trumpets and stuff that he could be talking about that gives him a lot of views, but instead he chooses to talk about what people in hip-hop are doing. And it's cool. We understand. You a fan, but you got to stay in a fan's place. Once you cross the line and say, I'm a fan and I'm a blogger, I'm going to talk about, as a fan, I'm just going to talk about all the negative shit that you got going on. Because here's the understanding, if you are a fan of somebody, then that means you really like them folks. I don't believe in my heart that Trap Lil Ross really likes Tay Savage, King Von, you know what I'm saying? Because if so, then he wouldn't do what he do, first of all. And second of all, when this man approached him like this, he would have been more excited to see him. You know what I'm saying? If you're a fan of somebody, then you excited when you bump into him. Simple as that. So that fan excuse don't work for me. Do it work for y'all? Do y'all feel like fans should have the rights to just talk about everybody's business online and, you know what I'm saying, make implications and suggestive conversations about what people got going on in the streets? Shit that don't have nothing to do with them, because I don't believe that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who want to get on this stream and talk with me, you know what I'm saying, let me know what they think about that, man. Just leave a comment, you know what I'm saying? Hashtag unpopop. That's our hashtag, unpopop. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the Unpopular Opinion Podcast. So, and this is a show for you and me. It ain't about me, man. I need people to talk to. I really hate being live by myself. I need conversation. So let's conversate. Anyway, I'm going to move forward to what we really here for. Let me move it forward, man. And you tuned in, let me know where you from. Leave a comment. Let me know what city, what state, what country, wherever you from. So I at least know that you're listening and I know that you're paying attention. But Tay Savage, you got to move a little bit better than that, man. You know what I'm saying? I understand. And I know that nothing happened to that man. I'm pretty sure they didn't take nothing off him. I'm pretty sure they was just trying to let him know that, bro, this shit could happen to you too. You know what I'm saying? Because Tay Savage don't come across as a ignorant guy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure that Tay Savage just did that little demonstration to kind of show him, like, bro, this ain't no goddamn game. You know what I'm saying? Like, our life is not your entertainment, bro. And then, like, you talking about you find the information online, like the information ain't just falling in your lap. You had to go look for that, which means that you digging into information about us, which in where I'm from, bro, why you got me on your mind? I'm trying to figure that out, first of all. You know what I'm saying? What you thinking about me for that you doing research on me? You really want to get to know me? Here I am, fam. You know, and that's how a lot of people from the streets carry it. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, obviously are some real street dudes. Them ain't no internet artists, you know what I'm saying? Them is real street cats that just find a way to make money off of their real art that they know how to make money off of. Because if you know anything about Chicago, man, Chicago, even though it's a big city, it's a hard place for anybody to find employment, gainful employment that's going to get them out of a situation other than what they're already in. So when people like Tay Savage and King Von and Lil Durk get an opportunity to get out those situations, then, you know, for them, that's special, man. And they also have to learn how to move with that, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not excusing these cats for nothing that they saying what they talk about, but, you know, fortunately for Durk, he got opportunity to really see something different, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, out of all of them, he's really in a position, you know what I'm saying, of power, you know, even within the music industry, per se, because he could actually do some good for some people in Chicago or anywhere else, you know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't heard of Lil Durk putting out any other artists since King Von, but I'm pretty sure he got artists on his roster, but we don't really hear too much from them, you know, but if he did do something with them, I think that he would change some lives. But I do know little homie Duty Low that be with them, and he from my hometown of Illinois, Kankakee, Illinois. You know, I see him doing this thing. He got a couple features. I've been peeping that. You know, so they really kind of moved away from that street stuff as far as living it day to day. So right now, Lil Durk do have opportunity to create a different example if that's what he chooses to do. Who knows? You got to grow up one day, man. Like, people grow up and grow out of that shit. But a lot of these cats didn't get a chance to do that because you got people like Trap Lil Ross and academics that's perpetuated what went on in the streets online. So now these cats all of a sudden have an online image and people watching them online and seeing what they gonna do. And then you got these people reporting on their homies getting killed in the hood and then talking about, well, King Von gotta go slide for that. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't slid on anything besides the motherfucking chairs that they sit on and blog in. You know what I'm talking about? But you telling the next motherfucker what he gotta go do to get back and all that. And I know they doing it for entertainment online, but what kind of entertainment is that, fam? You entertaining real life situations in their drastic situations. That's not entertaining. If you ain't gonna be no peacemaker, shut the fuck up and stay the fuck out of it. That's how it moves in the streets. That's just a lesson for these young cats who might listen to this now or listen to it later, who might feel like they want to do this blog and do what Trap Lil Ross do. You can do that. But there's ways to do things that don't implicate people or, you know what I'm saying, put people in situations to where they might lose their life, man. That's crazy. But we have these people out here that feel like that's what it is. And it brings them a lot of money on YouTube because regardless, we gonna click on that shit. And that's just the thing we have to know and understand with this internet thing. If it sounds interesting or something, motherfuckers gonna click on that shit. Whether a motherfucker lying or not, they gonna click on it. You just gotta learn how to read between the lines and really use your mind to say, yeah, right, that don't sound right, or, you know, this ain't cool. You feel me? I don't know why they think it's cool to slide. Why would you suggest that somebody go get some get back at somebody else, some revenge on some unalive and stuff? Like, come on, bro. You instigating. How about you get up out your chair and you go slide? go slide for them since you that invested in what the fuck they got going on. Get up out your chair, go outside, nigga, and ride. Well, shut the fuck up. It's people that's close to that situation that are family members with these folks that don't even get involved with that shit because that's not their lifestyle. They wish their cousins and their brothers wasn't into that shit. But they ain't finna get involved with that shit. They ain't finna get on here and report what their cousins is doing. If anything, they close to it. If that's what they want to do, they could probably get way more views than y'all doing it because they right there in the action. But they don't do that because that is not cool to do. You are perpetuating hood beefs. What Kendrick Lamar say? You know the song. Watch the party die. That's what we doing. We watching the party die from a perspective of the game being taught. Like, here, let's take a look at ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Traplo Ross, when he made that video, he never in a million years would think that one of these cats will walk up to him while he's at an arcade game. You know what I'm saying? Like, these cats are in the streets, staying at the arcade. I ain't worried about seeing none of them. I'm here playing arcades, trying to figure out who else life I could exploit to make me some money with. That's all these motherfuckers do, man. And it's cool. I understand this is called media today. I'm not shaming that. I'm not knocking nobody hustle. It's just how you do this shit is very important. It's detrimental to your life as well as others. Because they don't think, like, academics don't think that what he's doing is ever going to catch up to him. But you're not going to be young and dumb forever, hopefully. One day you're going to be like, you know what? I want a wife, man. And ain't no woman going to want to fuck with you because they see that shit that you do online. They see the distasteful movements that you do. You move like a degenerate. You think it's cool because you're getting money off of it. But one day you're going to be like, man, I want to go outside. I want to go enjoy my life. Let me go to Barbados or something. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be in Barbados and one of those cats whose life you exploited and talk crazy to, going to run up, they're going to see you, man. And I don't wish nothing bad on you, but, you know, hopefully it turn out to a way where you feel like I learned something. You know, because here's the thing. This nigga academics act like he learned it because he tried to tell the other dude who I just was talking about that got shot, he tried to tell him about himself, talking about you just exploiting the situation. You don't really care about not. And this sounded weird coming from this bro. Like, you did the same thing with the war on Chirac. But in the midst of that, you try to say that you learned your lesson from that. But then you turn around and go on live with Top 5 talking about what's going to happen if Kendrick Lamar comes to Toronto. And then when he said, Kendrick Lamar can't come to Toronto, he's like, oh shit. Nigga, use a boy. I try not to cuss on here because, you know, it's cool to, you know what I'm saying, talk without having to express yourself in a foul way. But if he don't sit himself down somewhere, man, something gonna happen to him real bad. All that, like the stuff that he report on, that just might happen to him. He don't understand he manifesting that in his life. But let's move on. And this is my first, you know, midnight stream, so I thank y'all for joining in, logging in, and plugging in. Marathon Kev was cracking. Yeah, he not a colleague, he a fucking colonizer. You feel me? That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm glad Kendrick Lamar came with that, man. Like, see the world listening now. At least the young world is listening. That's what's more important to me, that the young world is listening, because if this is what they have to grow up to online, then at least we at a point now where we have people correcting this shit. Like last night, a lot of influencers who influence on a positive note in an entertaining way, and they get a lot of views too. They might not get the views like academics, but they get real good views and real good checks from it because of their content. Like, you don't have to do all that. You don't have to do shock media to make money. If you choose to do it in a respectful, a responsible way to where it's not detrimental to you. But these young kids are now get an opportunity to learn some shit through the internet as opposed to just TikTok dances and shit. You know what I'm saying? you know, Kendrick Lamar's verse, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of young cats who are listening, paying attention, and feeling like that's cool. And now they're listening to Kendrick Lamar more than they listening to Drake. You know what I'm saying? So we at a point in hip hop where, man, it's just we just regenerating this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? For the next generation, man, especially with this internet involved. So I'm proud of that. And I hope that cats like Tay Savage and the Lil Durk and them niggas in Chicago realize that y'all got the eyes on y'all. Ain't nothing came out of none of that other shit. FBG Duck gone. Everybody damn near gone. And all those cats had an opportunity to really say, you know what, I'm going to leave this beef alone since I got the eyes on me. And I'm going to really do this in a good way to where I could give my family a different situation in life. You know what I'm saying? And then it starts trickling down, and the people up under you get to see that, and they be like, man, that's cool. I want to do what they doing. We gotta redefine what's cool in this game, man. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to go to school, man. You know what? You don't have to snitch if you ain't a part of that shit. You know that? I need to make that a t-shirt. You know you ain't got to snitch if you ain't a part of that shit, right? Hey, stay the fuck from around it. But yeah, let me see. All right, let me share this right here. So yesterday or the day before yesterday, this young lady named Chilling with Monet.
Wix gives you the power of AI to build the website you need. With full business.
Yeah, I'm wrong. But again, y'all, so
daughter. What?
Wix.
Y'all remember when Drake said, if anybody could find my daughter, would you please send her to me? Basically saying that he doesn't have a daughter. What the fuck is Kendrick talking about? Well, apparently, Drake has a daughter.
Gives you the power of AI to build the website you need. With full...
Hey cousins, welcome back to the crib. My name is Moni. If you are new here, today we have a little bit of a different type of setup, but I'm still trying to get this content out for you guys. So cousins, please make sure you like the video. Y'all already know 100 likes is always the goal for each video. If you are a new cousin or haven't become a cousin yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the family. Also, if you're not in our Discord, make sure you check the description for the link. It is free. That's where we are. We're not on the channel. We're not live streaming. We're not the community tab. We're in the Discord, and we're talking about the trending topic. So you should join. So again, y'all, it's not our usual setup, audio only, but I wanted to come and give you guys this new update in regards to Drake's alleged daughter and her last name being revealed. So it appears a kids convention that is going on tomorrow, I believe, and through this weekend, possibly made a mistake in releasing Drake's alleged daughter's last name, or maybe it wasn't a mistake. Maybe it was intentional. But since the release of Meet the Grams, people have been speculating if Drake has a daughter or any kid in hiding in general. As we all know, he was exposed for hiding his son during the Pusha T battle while he was in the middle of a paternity battle with former sex worker Sophie Knowles. Drake revealed he had to have multiple paternity tests completed as he was unsure if the blonde-haired, blue-eyed little boy was his. Turns out, eventually, the child was his, and Drake decided to stop hiding him after 2 years. Plus, it's alleged Adonis was conceived during a three-way, but that's another story for another day. But anyway, when listening to Meet the Grams, Kendrick mentions an 11-year-old daughter, a recent birthday that Drake missed because he rather...
I was doing something just then, but we ain't for the slide past that. Did she say the baby was conceived during a three-way?
Child was his and Drake the daughter, or any kid in hiding in general. As we all know, he was exposed for hiding his son during the Pusha T battle while he was in the middle of a paternity battle with former sex worker Sophie Knowles. Drake revealed he had to have multiple paternity tests completed as he was unsure if the blonde-haired, blue-eyed little boy was his. Turns out, eventually, the child was his, and Drake decided to stop hiding him after 2 years. Plus, it's alleged Adonis was conceived during a three-way, but that's another story for another day. But anyway, when listening to Meet the Grams, Kendrick mentions an 11-year-old daughter, a recent birthday that Drake missed because he'd rather be in Turks, allegedly being a freaky frog. Kendrick also mentions in the song, Love is Eternity and Trumps All Pain. Now, this young girl, her name is Eternity. Eternity Joy, if I'm not mistaken. It appears Eternity Joy.
What is the odds of Kendrick Lamar using this girl's name in the verse? I'm telling you, that boy is a genius, man.
Is trying to make her way into the spotlight, possibly kid-friendly shows airing on Nickelodeon or Disney. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, well, how come this young girl is at all of these different events? She's showing up in music videos with Lil Durk and J. Cole. She was featured in the music video. And you're wondering probably like, where is she getting all these connections? Is it because of Drake? Well, maybe, but her mom is a publicist at Capitol Records and a former publicist at UMG, Universal Music Group.
I want y'all to hold on to that note. She's former publicist at UMG, Universal Music Group. So there's a possibility that Drake might have ran into her somewhere around the lines. I'm just saying.
Universal Music Group, the same label Drake has a licensing agreement with, and I believe that's where he got the $400 million deal. So if they were to cross paths, it was possibly during her time at UMG, but she's now at Capitol Records. For the last few months, Eternity or her mom have been putting up very cryptic Instagram stories. And about a month or two ago, she posted a street sign with the name Graham Road with God's Plan playing in the background. I'm going to play a small clip from when we discussed it on the channel about a month or two ago, because it's no secret at this point. The mother posted this. The mom posted on her story a sign of a street called Graham Road. And she added the daughter in it, talking about some thinking of you with God's playing in the background. Like, lady, if this isn't his daughter, why are you making posts like this? Why are you making posts like this? You know people are gonna see it every.
That's a good question. Why would anybody make a post like that? Now, and I distinctly remember once Kendrick Lamar said that this about him having a daughter, that this young girl's picture was blasted all over the internet. If you don't know what picture I'm talking about the picture with her wearing a shirt with Drake on it. And I went and looked at that picture earlier. Let me go to this real quick. I'm going to take an intermission on that. I went and looked at that picture earlier, and I found something interesting about that picture. Let me go back to it. This is what I find interesting. In this picture, the caption says, I guess I'll just take over the world myself. Throwing up the 6. Now, Exhibit 8. Those eyes and those eyes are similar. Further reading it, it says at Drake merch shop, which means she's got it from the Drake merch shop. And she got on Hunter boots, obviously. So, and it says, P.S. Wish you were here. Fake love at Champagne Poppy. How long ago was this? 24 weeks ago when she put this up. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I could read between lines. I'm kind of good at assessing what people are saying, right? So I guess I'll just take over the world myself. Sounds like since you don't want to help me, I guess I'll do it myself, right? Just throwing up the 6. Not gonna disrespect you. At Drake Merch Shop. Basically, this is where I got the shirt from. I'm helping promote the shop. I'm riding with you. P.S. Wish you were here. Hashtag fake love at Champagne Poppy. That's interesting. Let me tell you why it's so interesting to me, right? We just read the caption from her page, right? So earlier, when this news came out, I was thinking to myself, how is Academics going to try to spin this one, right? And lo and behold, DJ Academics post the same picture. And above it, up here in the music, it says Drake, Fake Love. Like it was some music playing. Now, I just played that post. It's a picture. There's no music playing on that post from her page. So that was interesting to me. Like, what's the switch up? And then in this post, he shows a screenshot, apparently from the woman DMing Drake in 2018. And it says, "Hello, hope all is well on your tour. I know you must get a million requests for this, but my baby Eternity is 5, and she really adores you. Eternity, I have tickets to your Los Angeles show, and she really just wants to meet you. I will pay anything to make this happen for my 5-year-old. Please. Thank you." So it gives off a fan who just wants their daughter to meet you because the daughter is a real big fan of yours. But the interesting part about that to me is that the daughter is 5 years old. Okay. Sounds appropriate, I guess, Baby just wants to meet her favorite star at 5 years old. She wants to come by, you know what I'm saying, and just really meet you. This is sent with much respect. And the date was September 21st. And so I'm going to go back to the Chilling with Moni.
Reposted because it's alleged that this is his daughter. That's his daughter?
Juggling multiple...
Nah. If y'all ain't following her, y'all need to follow her. Chilling with Moni. She be having some good content. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of real good people out here that make good content about this culture. And not for the sake of just exploiting people, Let's go back to it.
I don't know which one it is. All right, cousin. So as you see, we were discussing okay, what's with the hints? What's with the cryptic Instagram post? Is this his daughter? If it is his daughter, I don't know. Maybe she can't speak out at the time. Maybe there's an NDA up until she's a certain type of age. Who knows? But then it's okay, maybe this isn't his daughter and if it's not his daughter, why would you be using her to perpetuate a known rumor? You know what I mean? So the mom didn't stop there. She decided last month that she was also going to kind of double down on making it clear that there's some type of connection between the daughter and Drake, because the mom decided she wanted to post that her daughter actually requested Playboi Carti to be featured on a Drake song. However, the song ended up falling through and Playboy Cardi ended up taking off the song. I believe it's the No Face song, but the daughter wanted Playboy Cardi to be on the song because the daughter was a big fan of Playboy Cardi. Let's play that clip from the live stream that day. The alleged daughter, Eternity, is that her mom posted.
Before I let this play, I want y'all to know what's behind her. Why does she have a Canadian flag over her head if she's from Los Angeles? Just ask yourself that question. Keep moving.
I don't know what's up with that lady, but she posted this. The baby wants Playboy Cardi on a song. You make it happen. It's a phone call, and she added Eternity. And then Eternity, I don't know if it's Eternity, her handler, her mother, whoever it is, but the mom whose page is private, she loves making these posts and then reposting them on Eternity's page. So whoever it is, the mom, Eternity, reposted it with No Face, new music, and she tagged Champagne Poppy, and then she tagged Playboy Cardi in it. So basically, Eternity is a fan of Playboy Cardi, and she wanted Playboy Cardi known that she's the one who put the play down for Playboy Cardi to be on the song in the first place because it's what Eternity wanted. Eternity or her mom is now reposting, okay, No Face, the new song is there, but now it's not, the song isn't on DSPs anymore. And my thing is that the fact that the mother knows this rumor is going on and going around about this possibly being Drake's child, and she's playing it up. You playing up the rumors that, oh, I want your child to be subject to these eyes on her in this way. Do you want it to be known that this is his child? Or are you just playing up the rumors? It's just very weird. It's just very weird. This child is young and she's innocent, and she should not be in between a rap battle between two grown-ass men. And you, the mom, you don't want the attention because you got your profile page private. You don't want anybody snooping around on your information, but you make these posts and then you repost them to your daughter's page that's public to the world to see. And people are in her comment sections, oh, are you Drake's child? Why are you guys asking a 11, 12-year-old, is she Drake's daughter? And the mom, you're allowing it. You're not even restricting her account. So yeah, cousin, that was my thoughts on the situation.
I'm gonna say this, coming from that angle, what she just said that about, I would think myself, maybe her mother just runs her account. That's why she's tagging that account. I don't believe the young girl runs the account. I think her mother runs the account. So if she's managing the account, she's doing it. Of course, as you can see from the advertisement, she's apparently a part of the Kids Con, which is going on right now, October 11th and the 12th in Los Angeles, California. So, of course, they're going to promote that. So, obviously, this young lady has aspirations of being famous, so she's going to promote her daughter. Simple as that. That you know, as a person who is close to the entertainment field, that makes sense to me, especially if she's running the account, because we all know that the majority of these people who are in this business don't even run their account. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that simple. So it makes sense for her mother to tag the girl because, okay, we don't want her to be known as famous. Anybody would use that clout, first of all, especially in this day and age. If I'm managing my child's career and this is put out there that she could possibly be Drake's daughter, and I could use that as a marketing to get her out there, anybody in this day and age would do that. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm just speaking, you know what I'm saying? It makes sense from a business perspective, especially if that's the goal, to make her a public figure. You know what I'm saying? It's called being a publicist, knowing how to public market it. But I don't believe that, in my mind, you know, I don't believe, my unpopular opinion is that I don't believe that she is faking that. I believe the young girl's last name is Graham. You know, because that picture that it came from, well, it used to be on this account, the Kids Con Instagram account. They took it down, obviously.
Same bathrooms like a shit all day. Crib so big, playing ball in the hallway.
Can't get struck. Let me go. What's the name of the Kids Con? So that picture was on the Kids Con account, right? But they took that specific picture off of there now. So this is the advertisement for what they got, the kids conference that they got going on right now. And it's more pictures than hers on there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a made up picture. Nobody made that picture up. And it used to be on this same timeline, but it's not on there no more, as you can see. So my unpopular opinion is that if this lady is using this for clout, it makes sense from a marketing point of view. But if I'm trying to make my daughter famous, I'm not going to give her a fake last name because her name is important. Her name is my name, the name that I gave her. So I'm not going to promote her with a fake last name. So I really believe that the daughter's last name is Graham. I don't know what the mother's last name is. I don't dig into it all like that. But if the daughter's last name is Grahams, it's been speculation that this is your daughter's ever since the battle. It's looking like it could be a possibility that this is your child. Plus, on top of the fact that that picture was in this lineup and now it's gone, which means somebody had it taken down, right? So let's say it's a marketing scheme that she's just using to get her baby out there. Why would she take her baby out this big event that's going on right now in Los Angeles? Why would she say, you know what, take my baby's picture down? You know what I'm saying? Now, my thing would be that if it was a marketing scheme, maybe Drake's people sent her a cease and desist. But then what you would be doing is you would be jeopardizing the whole event by that. That would be the news. The news would be that she got a cease and desist for putting her daughter's name up there with the last name Graham, suggesting that that is Drake's daughter, or that girl's last name is Graham. And going back to her post where she says, "Wish you was here, fake love at Champagne Poppy." You know, either the little girl is an already obsessed fan, or there's a deeper connection between her and the boy, like they like to call him. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be a deeper connection. I'm not gonna go with obsessed fan, because at 10 years old that would be scary. At 11 years old that would be scary. At any years old that would be scary. You know what I'm saying? But it'd definitely be a concerning. I wouldn't definitely be trying to put my daughter out there if she was that delusional. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold up, before we go any further, we got to do some shadow work. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Before we go any further, we got to do some shadow work. You dig? So I don't believe that this lady is doing that as a marketing ploy. I believe that this young lady has a connection to Drake, whether it's his daughter or a close relative of his that he's helping. But if it was a niece or something like that, you would come out, you know, you would make that clear, like, this is my niece, you know, especially if that's what you, because it looks like, I mean, it looks like the girl got a lot of good opportunities, man. I mean, she's had a lot of good opportunities, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to really go down her timeline because I'm not trying to exploit her, but she's had a lot of good opportunities in her career. And if her mother is promoting her career, then it makes sense to why all that is on her Instagram. I mean, it's public records. You know what I'm saying? And I went through and I seen that she's got a lot of good connections. Of course, her mother was former publicist at UMG. Okay, and now she's working at Capitol Records. So that there again takes out the delusion of her just doing this as a marketing employee, because why would she risk her career in this way? Obviously, if she has a career of being a publicist in Universal Music Group and Capitol Records, then she has a reputation of being a good publicist. You don't just go from one to the other because they don't like what you're doing. And you wouldn't be that delusional within your marketing because you have the expertise to know and understand what publicist is. And as a publicist, you risk your career. So, you know, and that's just thinking from a business point of view. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that she would risk her business for a market employee to try to make people believe that this young lady is Aubrey's daughter. You know what I'm saying? That's just my unpopular opinion, but y'all let me know what y'all popular opinion is, man. And I only brought the situation up to say this, and then I'm going to close out after this, but I brought the situation up, you know, not to pry into people's business or anything like that, but allegedly, let's say this young lady is Drake's daughter. And Kendrick Lamar put these bars out there and exposes that you have a daughter. And in these bars, he actually mentioned her name. Now I understand why the beat on that song was so dark, because mentally Kendrick chess game was so phenomenal that Drake never stood a chance when he sat down at the table. I knew that. I'm not surprised. But what I didn't know was K-Dot was that calculated. Gave the boy a scary beat, like, okay, I told you not to bring the family into it. But since we're going to bring the family into it, let me talk to your mama. Let me talk to your dad. First, let me talk to your son. We're going to start here with the son, right? We're going to get to the son first, right? Then we're going to, you know what I'm saying, talk to your mama, you know what I'm saying? Because we know that she take a lot more care of the son than you do. You know what I'm saying? You know, and she understands what it feels to be neglected as a woman and as a child, a woman with a child, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm going to talk to the dad, like, see what you did. You know what I'm saying? I understand why you getting the money from him, because he acting like a little fool over there. And he get a pass because he from your side of the family. So you need to get some more money out that, though. But at the same time, you need to pay attention to what you just brought into the world. And then I'm going to give y'all this. Let's meet his daughter. And that part of the song, that's where the calculation came in at. Because we knew about the son. We knew about the mom and the dad. But we didn't know about the daughter. Drake. Smells like somebody lying. I don't see no fire. Man, Kendrick Lamar, man. This the battle. Okay, I remember back in the day when I first got on K-Dot. He had a song called Rigor Mortis. Y'all need to look this song up, man. Like, for me, this was like 10 years ago or plus. When I first heard this song, it let me know that ain't nobody in the game rocking with this boy, right? Look up Rigor Mortis by Kendrick Lamar. Don't ask for your favorite rapper. He dead. I killed him. Amen. 10+ years ago, he made that song, and I was like, ain't nobody in the industry at this point fucking with this dude. And although he's not in the industry, he's going, and when he gets there, he the next thing. And to see that come full circle, to me, as a fan of this game, I love it. You feel me? Now, I didn't do this podcast to exploit the little girl, none of that. So I'm not going to get into all that. What I did do was do this to give y'all my opinion on what's going on, right? So this shit is bigger than Drake and Kendrick, first of all. This shit is way over our heads, right? This was never, nobody could have wrote this. You can think it's planned if you want to. You're just fooling yourself. You're delusional. Nobody could have wrote this. A rebirth of a nation. And the evolution being televised. When I had the platform iPlug Network TV, that was one of our slogans. The evolution will be televised. The evolution is being televised right now. And I love it. I don't know what the fuck y'all think about it. You might be a Drake fan. You might feel some kind of way, but you gonna have to accept the fact that we are evolving because of our spiritual levels and our spiritual generation. The energy that we give out to the world is what we're going to get back, right? And I see our media, I see our culture evolving. A lot of people might look at it as if it's over with, but I look at it as if it's evolving. And it took this moment in time in this culture to happen for it to start sprouting, because the evolution has always been on moving from a ground level to now it's rising above the ground. The plants are sprouting. And it's only the beginning, and I need y'all to pay real close attention to what's going on, man. Because if you look at what you're looking at with the right look, the right angle, you won't be confused as to what's really, really real in these fields. Speaking of really, really real, I do a podcast called The Real Rapper Rico the Plug right here on the platform, theraphustle.com. This is the unpopular opinion. If you have an opinion on what we are talking about, please come online. This is the time for you to come online and let me know what you think about what's going on. What's your thoughts on this whole situation per se. Who I got on the line with me right here? Okay, we on YouTube with it. This is what I'm talking about. Kendrick Lamar is, man, the dude is something special when it comes to this game. Like, I had no idea that he was going to do the game like this, but I'm glad he's doing it because, man, he just exposing everything and everybody. And if you can't see it, then you ain't one of them ones. But I'm one of them ones. I see exactly what's going on right now, man. I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? Drake, as far as Drake and his daughter, man, I hope he get that together. You always get a chance to redeem yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't judge a man on how he deal with his kids. I haven't been the best father of my life, to keep it honest, to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? But I could also understand that it's unnecessary. You don't have to do that. And to go above and beyond to act like that doesn't exist is crazy. That's delusional. I don't care what your status in life is. That is symptoms of being delusional. There's no reason for you to act like that's not your child if it's your child. Especially if you know the truth. Players fuck up too, man. We know that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to act like that, fam. This is one of the reasons why the song You're Not Like Us is there, man. You have to understand that that's not a diss, it's a fact, bro. You can't be like us if you are acting like you don't have kids that you have, fam. Period, fam. I don't give a fuck who you are, man. You got enough money to take care of them kids. Look at, man, Nick Cannon. He claimed all his kids. Oh, man. We come from big families, man. On your Jewish side, it might look like, you know, but on your daddy's side, I can look at your daddy and tell him and his brothers, they got lots of kids. You ain't the only sibling. You can't be the only sibling, not with Dennis. Come on, man. Dennis a player from Memphis, man. He from Memphis, motherfucking Tennessee, man. We know that Dennis Graham's got some pimping in him, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? So we know he got more kids than just you, bro. You got some brothers and sisters out there. You know, this could be a niece. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. That's not my point. My point is, it's not necessary. You can't represent our culture and be on top of our culture, but not be real with yourself. Because if you ain't real with yourself, then we cannot expect you to be real with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop was based on being real, being who you are, being authentic, and being real. If you ain't none of that, bro, you ain't got no accolades around here, man. Y'all better cut that out, man. Y'all better cut that out. I ain't lying. I'm using this platform here to do my ranting, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the Real Rap podcast. I be trying to be political correct, but you know what? I just thought to myself, I ain't got to do that over here, man. Y'all gonna have to straighten up out here, man. I know it's easy access to the world right now, but boy, y'all tripping out here, bro. You don't have to do this, Drake, bro. That's a beautiful young girl, man. And she got a lot of dreams and ambitions, and you're taking care of her. You know, if your thing is to, you know, okay, I know that that's my child, but I don't want the world to know that that's my child, so I'm going to keep that under wraps. If you're going with that play, just like you said about Adonis, I can understand that too. But I can also tell that this young lady is well taken care of, so it is what it is. But sometimes, I ain't going to say sometimes, I'm going to say all the time, because I had to learn this recently too, like, baby girls and they dads have a real special connection, right? So you being there for her being able to, this is my dad. If that's your child, man, you are taking that away from her, man. And she gonna be feeling that for the rest of her life, bro. So what? You paying for everything, and you might come in and, you know what I'm saying? You might come in and see her. You might fly in and see her, but if she's not allowed to be proudly say, I am your child. What does it all mean, fam? You can't be like us acting like that, bro. Shit, most of us got more kids than you, man, and less money than you, man. But we gonna claim every one of our kids, bro. I say that from experience. We gonna claim every one of our kids, bro. No matter what your status is in life, bro. Your kids don't care about how much money you got, bro. They care about spending time with you, getting to know who you are, man. If you miss that opportunity, bro, you gonna be feeling some kind of way about yourself, man. I'm telling you about it from experience. So don't do that, bro. Let that girl be able to say, this is my dad. You feel me? Be proud of what you brought into this world, bro. You proud of your music? Your kids is way more important, bro. And that's real talk, bro. Your kids are way more important than your music, fam. All that. On that note, I like to know y'all unpopular opinion on what we talking about. So leave comments, share, like, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. But just make sure that you stay tuned in. And if you're an artist, model, entrepreneur, and you would like to get your music, content, products, or services promoted on the platform, sign up for the raphustle.com. Create your hustler's profile page, and let's hustle together. The evolution will be televised right here. The raphustle.com, iPlug Network. We out of here. Church.